Okay. Surprise stream. Let's see. While we wait for everyone, let's fix this. Let's make it fit. I mean, it's not going to fit this. How should I do it? What if I make it like super big? Yeah, I think now it's much better. We can easily see. Yo! What the hell? Hello, everyone. Polo, Reaper, Incognito, and Mikey, Marcel. What's up, people? Combo is shit. Who Arthur is the way? Mokro, welcome. Right, we need some 15 people already. You guys are crazy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. John Arthur is the way for more. Yo, Dark Angel, what's up? Welcome. Okay, so what do we do? We're gonna look at the skills one by one. I didn't get the chance to review the skills one by one, but I sent the screenshots because I was meeting with a client. If you missed the community post, you should know. I took the screenshots of the skills. I uploaded on YouTube so that you guys can see, unless you are, I mean, if you're not using an Instagram or not following Rise of Kingdoms. But I didn't have the chance to review them one by one. I just got home and we're gonna look at Auto Extreme. Yo, thank you so much, Rice. So we're gonna look at together because I know some of you guys are very, very, very smarter than me. So you will come up with the best pairings and all that. Yo, what's up, Mussolini? Is it Mussolini? All right. You will understand John Arthur after reading Expertise. All right, we'll see. We'll take a look at it now. And later on, I'm going to turn this into a video. That's why I wanted to use this screen so that your chat can be like down here. I will actually get rid of this text because right now we are not reviving our accounts. I mean, it's not the account revival stream. So yeah, now it's much better. As I said, I'm going to turn this into a video as well. I'm also recording it. Let's see. Arthur, Attila, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go. And while we are going over the, the basics of the skills, we will have some masterminds coming to the stream and they will show us the way. All right. Arthur Pendragon. Cavalry versatility combo. We already knew it. Let's go. Let's start with Excalibur. Rage requirement 1000, target type AoE. If this commander is serving as primary commander, their troop gains the Sword in the Lake effect, launching 2 combo attacks against up to 3 enemy troops in a fan. 1400. Okay, since it's 2 combo attacks, it's going to be 2800. Every additional target reduces the damage. Okay, that is expected. If this commander is serving as the secondary, it has to be something with the stone or the rock, Excalibur thing, the myth. Their troop gains, the Sword in the Stone effect, dealing direct damage up to 3 enemy troops in a fan, 2800, every additional, 15% reduction. So this is really good because it's so versatile. You can either use it with the combo if you want to use him primary, or you can just use him as a regular skill damage commander, which is, I guess, amazing. So what we need to know, what we need to look at is later skills in his kits. Is it better if he launches 2 combo attacks separately? Maybe it has something that triggers with extra combo attacks. So he'll say, yo, Yassim, what's up, man? I was going to give you, I was going to add you as a moderator. There we go. All right, I forgot to do it on the last stream. 2800 damage, basically. It is super, super nice. AoE damage, Cavalry. Like, we knew that Cavalry was going to get an AoE damage. So there we have it. The thing, as I said, we need to pay attention is if launching multiple combo attacks is better than just 2800 damage factor with one skill, one attack. Let's see. Oh my god. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Let's say Dragon. This commander's cav units gain 20% march speed. I mean, okay. Like, march speed on Cavalry, it's good, but it's not crucial. A field troop, attacking a field troop, this is important. So this doesn't work for, this doesn't even work if you are attacking a node, right? A resource node. Their cavalry units also gain 30% attack and 20% health. So 50% stats. That's nuts. Okay? I mean, attack is... So this skill is good, but it's not incredible because number one, it gives march speed for cavalry. Again, it is good, but it's not crazy. It's way more important when it comes to infantry and archers. Again, attack 30% is pretty nice, but attack is the least desirable stat in Season of Conquest. So if it was defense, that would have been insane. But it also has 20% health, so I guess we'll take it. Then something of Avalon. If this commander is serving as a primary commander, their troop gains, again, something in the lake effect, granting 10% bonus to combo attack damage. Isn't 10% a little bit too low? If this commander is serving as a secondary commander, their troop gains, again, this time the stone effect, 10% bonus to skill damage. If their troop is attacking a field troop, these... What? Okay, now it makes sense. These damage bonuses multiplied by 3. So this is 30% combo attack damage or 30% skill damage. I mean, it is good, but it's really nice. The versatility is really nice. But if you take a look at, for example, the 4th skill of YSG, right? Just a second. I need to find the game capture. So this one, the 4th skill of YSG, 50% more skill damage. So, I mean, I guess it is okay since it gives you the versatility if you want to do, the combo attack shenanigans. But yeah, it's not crazy, but it's also, again, really good. So these two skills are really good, but they are not game-breaking or anything in my opinion. How about the 4th one? If this commander's troop is attacking a field troop, again, so this is all about open field fighting. Whenever it launches a combo attack or deals direct damage, it has a 30% chance to reduce the target's rage by 100 every second for the next 2 seconds. Cooldown 5 seconds. Okay, so this is 30% chance, minus 200 rage. Pretty nice. Whenever it uses an active skill, it gains even more march speed. 30% extra march speed for 3 seconds. So this march is going to be like zoom zoom, right? It's going to be super fast. Someone said, you will understand why when you read the expertise. Alright, let's see. If this commander is serving as primary, their troop gains the light of the lake effect. Whenever their troop launches a basic attack, it has a 50% chance, yo, that's super nice, to launch 1 extra combo attack, damage factor 300. So 50% is pretty high. Why is the skill so long? This effect can trigger multiple times per second? Wait, what? You attack only one... Oh, I see. So, let's say you attacked, right, with your basic attack, and with a 50% chance, you're going to launch 1 extra combo attack. And if it can trigger multiple times per second, that means that combo attack can also trigger an extra combo attack in the same second. Yo! Each time it triggers in a single second, its chance to trigger is reduced to 50% of the previous trigger chance. Right, so it halves, right? First, you have a 50% chance to launch 1 extra combo attack, and if you are lucky, that combo attack will, with a 25% chance this time, will trigger another combo attack, and maybe that combo attack is going to trigger another one with 12.5%, and maybe that one is going to trigger another one with 6.25% or something like that. Cooldown 10 seconds. I see. So it can chain. Okay. But it's whenever their troop launches a basic attack. So cooldown 10 seconds, isn't it a little bit too long? I don't know. We'll see. We'll discuss. If this commander is serving as secondary commander, their troop gains the Light of the Stone effect. Whenever their troop deals direct damage. Okay, so this is whenever you use your active skill or whatever. It has a 25% chance to deal additional damage every second for 1 second. Okay, so 25% chance additional damage to all targets of the direct damage. Damage factor 50% of the direct damage's damage factor. These skills are just super long. Alright, so whenever, let's say, you use an active skill, right? It has a 25% chance to deal additional damage for 1 second. So it's just 25% chance. You are going to deal the 50% of the original damage. But the crucial thing here is that it doesn't show a cooldown. So I guess it has a 25% chance for... So it can trigger for both commanders. Is that right? With a 25% chance, let's say you are using Arthur as your secondary, and someone said John Arthur is the way. John uses her active skill. With a 25% chance, she will... Like, the troop is going to deal half of that damage again to all targets, right? Because it says every second for 1 second to all targets of the direct damage, the original direct damage. If it's a single target, you're going to deal, if this triggers, 50% of the damage to that single target. If it's AoE damage, you're going to deal 50% of the damage to all the targets. Okay? And it can trigger again also for the Arthur, because in this case we said that John was the primary, so it did trigger with a 25% chance. And it also triggers for Arthur. You're going to deal like half of his original damage, like 1,400 this time. This is broken. What? This is so good because, yeah, I now understand why you keep saying John is the way, because John can cast her active skill twice every other turn. And since this doesn't have a cooldown, like, you can buff her active skill like a maniac. Oh my god. Lilith could nerf him before really? Yeah, could be. Lilith needs to make it simpler. Also, whenever a commander is out, whoever named and wrote the all headaches. Yeah. What the hell? Yo, Habiso, what's up, man? Okay, let's read the chat. What do you guys think? Do you think... So the problem is, if we go back in-game, just for a second, there is the game capture. Let's get rid of this for a second. So the problem is, with Cavalry, of course. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Huo Nevsky and Joan, right? These are the main commanders. And then we have either William or Belisarius Prime, which for some reason I don't have him. If you use... Yeah, that's the problem. If you use Joan and King Arthur together, yes, the synergy will be insane because of the Joan's active skill. Just keep triggering every other turn twice. But in this case, if you run 2 cavalry marches, are you going to run like Huo on Nevsky? Because what you are doing here is that you are using 2 single target damage commanders together and 2 AoE commanders together, which is not ideal. You always want to split them and have at least 1 AoE in your march, unless you specifically design that march for something else. For regular open field fighting, you definitely want at least 1 AoE in your march. So even though the synergy seems like really good between Joan and King Arthur, I honestly wouldn't pair them together, I guess. I would just split them. Maybe I would go Nevsky Joan and Huo with King Arthur, because Huo does have, with his, you know, which skill was that? Yeah, it reduces 30% more skill damage and requires 150 less rage to use the active skills. So it is so good because King Arthur's expertise, the second portion, if he is the secondary, the 25% chance, 50% extra damage, it doesn't have a cooldown. So it doesn't matter how fast your cycle is, right? Every single time you're going to get that bonus. So I would say splitting your Arthur and Joan, using Huo with Arthur and Nevsky with Joan could be the way, actually. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. Let's go back to his skills. Oops. I closed the wrong thing. Well, let's go back to chat. Stop giving Lilith idea to nerf him. I honestly think that there might be a cooldown on that. Joan Arthur going to be yeah, pretty much any cavalry that you use either, like if you don't use Takeda or Nevsky is quite tanky. It's going to be glass cannon, no matter what you do. I have only Nevsky Joan. Even if I invest in Arthur, I don't know how can I use him. Do you have... well, you can use swaps, right? You can use swaps. Nevsky Arthur better because of Nevsky's fourth skill, and Huo Joan to launch Joan faster. Okay, so let's take a look at the Nevsky's fourth skill. That's why I really wanted to go live, because you guys always have the better ideas. Now, close this again. Nevsky's fourth skill. What was it? 25% more skill damage. Whenever their troop uses an active skill, it gains an extra 35% bonus to skill damage for 4 seconds. Cooldown 5 seconds. I see. So it's just a bunch of extra damage. Is this why? But then if the Arthur is secondary, this bonus is going to... oh no, wait. It's for 4 seconds. So the secondary is going to benefit from that as well. But the synergy between Nevsky Joan is just so good too. What are you guys saying? I have no clue. If you play on a single cav march, what would you... That's a tough question. We need to see. Yeah, 65% second... Yeah. And Nevsky's tankiness, I see. Arthur should be primary. Open skills. Okay, I will. But the thing is, it kind of hurts me, right? It kind of hurts me. Because, yes, this... You know, the versatility thing. Either combo attack or skill damage is really good. But I was so hyped for Arthur because I knew that he was going to be combo. I mean, we all were expecting that. When I say I knew, some people are saying that, oh, do you have insider information? No, I don't. But we were expecting that it's going to be a combo attack, which is also related to, you know, normal attacks. And I was so hyped to use Arthur with Attila because the first skill of Attila is, as you can see, 30% more normal damage and 30% more counterattack damage for the next 4 seconds. And whenever their troop launches a basic attack, it has a 50% chance to reduce target's attack. Like this is a really nice skill because it has a 30% damage bonus. So Attila primary, Arthur secondary could have been really good. But now if you use Arthur as a secondary, this time it's like full skill damage. It doesn't really care that much about the combo attacks and the normal damage. So I was so hyped to use this march actually, and I was so happy. What if we use Arthur as a primary and Attila as a secondary? Is it stupid? We don't care about the skill damage. March speed, attack. Whenever it launches a basic, it's a 10% chance bonus damage to 2 seconds. This is also really good. Their troop deals 20% more normal damage to troop with less than 50% units remaining. I wish we could have used Attila as the primary. Just so that we could get that 30% extra damage bonus. Okay, let's go back to skills. Let's go back to skills and read chat. You will need Delta formation if you run him. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Khan will be meta now? Oh, why Khan is meta? Yeah, nothing can save Khan, man. Because Arthur, yes, he does have like he does have 20% health, but that's about it. Khan is just dies within seconds, man. I don't think anything can save Khan. Yeah, he'll never be meta. Leave, that's correct. Arch formation also okay with Arthur primary. Yeah, that's true, but the thing that you can do... Open third skill of Arthur. Wait, Incognito is onto something. Let's look at the third skill of Arthur. Just a second. This one. So 30% bonus to skill damage when serving as the secondary. And if the primary, then there's 30% bonus to combo attack damage. I'm assuming that you are attacking a field troop. Yeah, I'd rather play him secondary and run skill damage. Biotic, that's I guess, because the thing is, yeah, only these, yeah. So the thing is, if you use Arthur as a primary, if you want to get the best out of him, right, you will need this, Delta formation. More combo attack damage. You can also, you know, Arch will be okay, but this one is going to just be better. So if you don't have this, some people are started like working towards the Delta formation, like the day they made him, like Lilith made it available. I'm one of them as well. Like I'm not spending anything on formations, but as you can see, this is for Delta formation. Let's get it. Boom. Give me an inscription. No. Okay. F you. Let me get this. For fun. Just for fun. Okay, garbage. How about this one? Oh my god. That's so bad. Okay, what I was saying is, if you're going to use Arthur as a primary, you will need Delta formation. So what you can do is, since we have like most players do have better armaments for wedge formation, I would say you use him as a secondary until you do have like a really good Delta formation with, you know, some good inscriptions. And then maybe you can switch to using him as a primary, because like he is made for combo attacks, but he's also so good with the skill damage. That's crazy. I'm only looking forward for Huo Arthur and John Arthur. I think Nevsky Arthur is going to be really good as well. Like he's so good. Yeah, I really like him. He's so good. No other damage bonuses increased except the Scout of Leg and Scout. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have a cooldown. I think they might change it. Because the thing about his expertise is that, by the way, are you guys, yeah, let me just close this because it's a little bit distracting. Yeah. So I'm not a math guy, right? I'm not good at math. However, I know someone who's good at math, which is ChatGPT. Now, let me ask him a question. Maybe you guys already calculated it, okay? So here's my question. If two actions have 25% chance to trigger again, what is the percentage both triggering? Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, so the probability of both actions, it says 6.25%, which is super low. But it can happen because it doesn't have a cooldown. So this can be the 6.25% chance. This can happen for your primary commander and your secondary, which is Arthur as well, which will be like so busted. You will deal insane amount of damage. 4%? But ChatGPT says 6.25. I don't know. Oh, then you are calculating the Joan. They probably added 1-2 second cooldown. Yeah, the broken thing is no cooldown. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, right? He could be just so good with Hokyu Bing, because since it doesn't have a cooldown, and Hokyu Bing, like, he gains rage so fast, and he requires 150 less rage to use the active skill for the first 15 seconds of the battle. He's just gonna, like, he fires off the skills like a machine gun. And since the Arthur's expertise doesn't have a cooldown if he is a secondary, then it's busted. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I don't know. Arthur Luce. Oh my god. Belly Prime has an instant proc skill, so I'm wondering if Arthur primary, Belly secondary will be a stronger Luce Alex. So Belly Prime is just, he's also really good if you already have, you know, bunch of March. Wait, where are the skills? What the hell? My bad. I'm an old hat. Sorry. Does Luce have a cooldown on his expertise? Let's check if Luce does have a cooldown. Luce expertise. It says this skill can trigger once per second. It doesn't have a cooldown. There we go. If this commander troop is on the map, whenever the troop launches a basic attack, it has a 25% chance to launch one extra combo attack. Damage factor 200. And King Arthur has even more damage. It's 300 for extra combo attack. Gain one basic attack worth of rage. And this skill can trigger once per second. Yeah, there is no cooldown. Arthur Belly, if the chances are happening, you will reduce target. Yeah, insane amount of rage reduction. Yeah. Williams' damage factor is so low. I agree. Yeah, Williams' damage is so low. I'm going to pair him with Nevsky since he's the only Cav commander I have. Yeah, that's going to be a really good pairing. Arthur Philip. Oh, wait. I completely forgot about that guy. Yeah, the new leadership commander Philip. Let's see if we do have... So what are the synergies between Arthur and Philip? Where's Philip? Leadership. There we go. So, Philip's active skill... Deal... multiplied by 2. So damage bonus is going to be 40% next 2 seconds. So it's going to boost Arthur's skill. Wait, are you suggesting Philip primary or the secondary? Arthur Philip. Okay, so Philip is secondary for in your thing, right? Arthur is a primary, so we are talking about combo attack damage. So for cavalry, it gives attack and march speed. This is, I think, going to be like really bad because like it already has, it's cavalry. It already has a bunch of march speed from Arthur. Like this extra march speed is going to be so pointless. Also, it does have a lot of attack, and attack is the least desirable stat. You know, we have attack in Season of Conquest pretty much everywhere. So this second skill is, I think, is not that great with Arthur. If this commander troop contains, no, it's not going to contain 2. 1 unit type, it deals more damage, 30% more damage. Like that is really, really good. Okay, this one. Whenever their commander troop launches a basic attack, it has a 10% chance to deal direct damage up to 3 nearby enemy troops, which is goes up to 800, and reduce their rage by 50, goes up to 100. Cooldown only 3 seconds. Yeah, okay. So this is direct damage, right? VIP support confirmed, no cooldown? My god. Yo, Schmuck, what's up, man? Rise of the bro, I love your new series. I guess it's new, right? Because I think I watched episode 2. The weekly drama, like a top 5 list. I love it. I love when people come up with new ideas, bro, in Rise of Kingdoms. Because honestly, it's so hard to find content when there are no commanders, you know, new releases or anything new. It's so hard to come up with content when it comes to Rise of Kingdoms videos. But Schmuck, that's so good. Nice, man. Yeah, new? Okay, nice. Love it. So, Philip does have a like triggerable skill, right? A random skill. And if we use Arthur as a primary, I think... Wait, where is it? Whenever it deals direct damage. Wait, am I dumb? Okay. Not this one. Whenever the troop launches a basic attack. Nope. Oh, okay. So this portion, if this commander is serving as the secondary commander, their troop gains the Light of the Stone effect, which is whenever their troop deals direct damage, it has a 25% chance to increase that damage by 50%. I mean, extra 50% of the damage. Deal extra 50% of the damage to the targets. But this, if you use Arthur as the secondary. But in your pairing, we were using Philip as the secondary, right? Arthur as primary can, in theory, one-shot another march with the expertise. Yeah, that's true, because... yeah. But can it, though? Because... yeah. It's not going to happen, right? It's not realistic. But imagine... your chances gets halved every single time for this one. This effect can trigger multiple times per second. Each time it triggers in a single second, trigger chance is reduced 50% of the previous trigger chance. But yeah, with a 0.000% like chance, you can one-shot the target because you could do like, I don't know, like 100 combo attack damage back to back. The chances are so slim, but theoretically, it's not 0. Philip with artifact won't work on the ally. I see. I see. Others get 35% of their troop. Okay. Philip is based with Arthur, because if it procs on Philip's skill, it will only boost by 20%. Takeda Arthur. Takeda. Let's take a look at Takeda. I have him max as well on this account. Let's see if there is anything that we are missing. Inflicts burn on a target troop for 4 seconds. Basic attack, there's a 50% chance that will take 50% more damage for 1 second, cooldown 2 seconds. Normal damage taken increased, okay. 40% attack. March speed. Like, you see, like this basically overlaps with Arthur's skills, right? Again, attack and march speed, attack and march speed. I don't like it. That is healing. 40% defense is so good. Less skill damage, but it's only 5%. This is just the tankiness. Yeah, 30% more normal damage. I don't know. Like, I think Philip is... Not Philip. Arthur is better of used with... Yeah, Takeda is bad. Yeah, he has to be the primary. But you have the mobility and versatility besides the cavalry. And if you use... Nah. Because in this case, Arthur will be... Sorry. Why? Yeah, it's Arthur. If you use Arthur as a secondary, then it will do skill damage. Have a look at Delta special inscriptions. Butterfly effect can chain multiple combat attacks. Yeah, Attila is viable. Takeda is bad. True. Yo! What's up, Jigsaw? Welcome. Let's take a look at Delta inscriptions, shall we? There is Delta. Codex. Why I changed my armament? Oh my god. So we have Butterfly, right? That's what you are saying. Butterfly. The wheeler troops gain 3.5% boost to combat attack damage dealt. Combat attacks have launched by the troop. 20% more likely to trigger effects triggered by launching a basic attack. I see. So that... Okay. So this can actually work with Arthur's expertise. You're increasing the likeliness of that triggered chance by 20%. How about the rare one? 8% more likely to trigger. Okay, so the same thing, just lower stats. How about the Thrasher? Whenever the troop launches a combat attack, gains 1% bonus to combat attack damage for 10 seconds. This is, oh my god, this is so good. Steel skin. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. I see. These two are really good. Especially this one with King Arthur's expertise. Right, let's go back to skills. What about Xiang Yu? It makes sense because XY also has a reduction of the rage. But it's just so much damage. And like super glass cannon. 3 Cavalry. Huo, Joan, Nevsky, William, Arthur, Belly. Yeah. It's confirmed for first Cavalry March, Joan, Arthur. And for 2 Cam Marches, it's Nevsky, Arthur, Huo, Joan. It's confirmed by who, man? Arthur, Belly? But then Arthur becomes the combo attack, not the skill damage. And Belly is all about skill damage. I mean, yeah, like the expertise of Belly, it doesn't care if it's skill damage or not. It's just raw debuff, right? 12% more damage. But this one is skill damage. Yeah. This is also skill damage increase, so... Are you going to use Belly as a primary with versatility and mobility 3? No, you won't. So, and if you use Arthur as a primary, then it's leave. Say no more, man. It's confirmed by me. I am the ROK god. Combo attacks will be constantly making Belly's insta-proc go off. Plus 2. Yeah, that's true. But then the only downside is, the only anti-synergy is that if you use Arthur as the primary, then it's all about combo attack, not the skill damage. But Belly is all about skill damage. I mean, it can still... Like, the thing about Arthur is that I love it when commanders don't have... like, for some examples, like, they release William Wallace, right? We look at William Wallace, Liu Che, that's it. There we go. You have your best march, and that's the only great march. But Arthur, on the other hand... Like, as you can see, we are talking about pretty much every single cavalry commander. The Arthur, or John with Arthur, Huo with Arthur, Nevsky with Arthur, or if you want to take advantage of that combo attack, you know, shenanigans, you go, maybe you try Arthur primary, Attila secondary. A lot of possibilities. This means the commander is just so good. Philip gives 70% all damage to secondary commander. Yeah, we have the field test. That's true. I think Arthur primary and Joan secondary will be the best cam march, but when you have two marches, you swap around Nevsky Arthur, Huo Joan. I see. This is Liu Che for cavalry? True. Yo, what's up, Gosu? Welcome, man. Liu Che Alex works so well, and that's my skill. Yeah, that is true. However, the thing is... Alex is just so versatile. Like, his active skill is not... For example, which commander do you think is, like, individually better? Is it Scipio or is it Ragnar? 90% of you should say Ragnar, right? He is, like, individually, he is the better commander. However, I think it makes more sense to pair Scipio with Liu Che, because Scipio do have a lot of different things going on with him. However, Ragnar, it's all about skill damage and amplifying that damage. But on the other hand, Liu Che, even though Scipio is also a skill damage commander, he don't, like, it's extra skill damage is not the only thing Scipio provides and Scipio cares, right? So he works well, similar to Alex. Yes, he's a skill damage commander, but that's not his main thing. That's not the main thing that he's trying to do. So it still works so good with Liu Che. So that's how I approach these pairings. Yeah, Arthur wouldn't be a... No. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you use Arthur as primary, then Attila will be a great combo. Extra normal damage, just like Liu Che. However, I wish, right? I wish we could have... used Attila as the primary, because then you would get 30% normal damage bonus. So Attila fires off first and then Arthur. However, if we use Arthur as a secondary, then it's all about the skill damage. Yeah, Philip Ragnar is also really good. If you use Arthur... Oh no, I read that already. Two skills are useless as a rally. That is true. Arthur is not going to be good in rallies. It's an open field march. Bring back Attila. Yeah, if we could use Attila as a primary, Arthur will be, like, really, really nice. Can we use him as a secondary, though? I mean, we can obviously use him. So Arthur will be the primary, Attila will be the secondary. But I think it's not as good as if we could have used Attila as the primary, but we cannot. Yeah. So I guess it's... Arthur Attila might boost Arthur's second combo attack, even if it doesn't combo attack procs a lot. Might proc on second... Yeah, it could. It could. But it's not guaranteed. It's a chance. So for now, I would say the best march would be Arthur with Liu Che, when you can swap Liu Che from infantry to cavalry. 100%. Because I know what people do is they're using Attila primary and Liu Che secondary, where you can swap the commander from a different troop type in a specific KVK. And it is their best performing march. Attila and Liu Che when they swap Liu Che to Cavalry. And this could have been like the exact same thing, but then you don't need that specific KVK mode because you have Arthur. But if you use Arthur as the secondary, then it's going to be all about skill damage, not combo damage. Huo Arthur is the way. Looks like it. I mean, to me, it looks like it's going to work so well together. So right now what I would do as a regular player, if you are a like super high spender, you probably already have some good stuff. You should be started getting some extra stuff or extra armaments, maybe some rare inscriptions or maybe even specials for Delta. So you can try a march like Arthur and Attila. You can try it, or you can switch your Liu Che to Cavalry in that specific KVK mode, and you can go Arthur primary and Liu Che secondary. You can do those. However, for regular players, right, I would say stick to wedge formation for now, and while you're using your Arthur as the secondary with your regular cavalry marches, you can go, like, you can try everything. You can go Huo Arthur, it's going to work amazing. You can go Nevsky Arthur, you can go John Arthur. Doesn't matter, like it all will work so well. But in my opinion, at least for my account, what I'm going to do is, let me show you for this revival account, I will probably use Huo with Arthur and Nevsky with John. I can switch things up. I can use Nevsky Arthur, Huo, John, we'll see. But that's what I'm going to do for my account. I will invest on him. How many sculptures I have? I should have enough soon. Yeah, 470. So we're just missing around 200 sculptures, and it shouldn't be a problem until our next KVK fighting. We will easily be able to max him. But like, he is so good. He's so versatile. So if you don't have really good armaments, you know, inscriptions and all that for your Delta formation, and most likely you don't, as I said, unless you're a massive spender, then use your Arthur as a secondary and put it behind Huo, Nevsky, John, doesn't matter. Try it all, see which one you like the most. And after you get your Delta formation in a good place, we will most likely on the second cycle, or sorry, on the next cavalry cycle, there is a high chance that we will have another Delta formation cavalry commander. So maybe that one will work, for example, like Liu Che and William Wallace, right? First we got William Wallace, and then we got, first we got Liu Che, and later on the next cycle we got William Wallace, and William Liu Che just works so good. So maybe it's going to be the same thing for Arthur as well. And until then, you can work on your Delta formation. But for now, I would say I will use him as a secondary with wedge, because like it does have, a lot of people do have really, really good wedge formations, wedge armaments. Will Arthur be available to swap? I don't know, but I don't think so. Maybe it will. If it, like, that would be so good. Then everybody would have Arthur. Like, literally, everyone would have Arthur. I mean, I hope he is, so I can swap him for 2. So I don't spend my sculptures, I spend it on someone else. But I would say it's highly unlikely. Just because he's going to be the latest commander. How much power did I push? I didn't push for Zenith. No. I just got the avatar. Because this account was 0. I needed to train troops, so I just did train troops a little bit and got the thing around your avatar. I forgot what it's called. Maybe Nimitz Chen commanders are unavailable, which would suck, but I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. So, basically, long story short, looks like Arthur works just so well with pretty much any cav commander that makes sense. And by the way, yes, as we already discussed, on paper, John and Arthur looks like a really solid option, because there is no cooldown on this expertise, and John triggers her active skill twice every other turn. So your chances of buffing that damage is way higher because of the double cast. But as I've already explained, I wouldn't put 2 single target commanders together, which is Huo and Nevsky, and 2 AoE commanders together, which is John and Arthur. I will split them. I will use John with either Nevsky or Huo, and Arthur with again Nevsky or Huo. It's better. You always want to have at least one AoE commander. And I wonder if in this Discord, do they share the talent tree? Because I know for a fact that they also share the talent tree. But I guess we don't have it. How about the Cavalry stable? Let's check this one. And Cavalry chat. Let me see. It's going to take a minute or two. There we go. So can you guys see it? I guess you can, right? Let me close the game so background is not distracting. So this is the talent tree for combo. But as I said, if you're going to use Arthur as a primary, you need to have good delta formation, which is highly unlikely. Number 1, Blizzard of Bows. Sorry, Blizzard of Blows. This one. Whenever this commander's troop launches any type of basic attack, it has a 10% chance to reduce target's troops' health. 1.5%, stacks up to 5 times. Okay. This is good. Like, this debuff is really good. I like it. Because it has a 10% chance. It doesn't, like, you immediately get the chance to reduce the health. And it's just going to keep triggering. Yeah, I like it. How about a second one? No coder. Whenever this commander's troop launches any type of combo attack, it gains 15 rage. Okay, this is important. Whenever this commander's troop launches any type of basic attack, it has a 10% chance to gain 3% bonus to damage dealt for 3 seconds. Cooldown 5 seconds. In rally, that will be really good. Yeah, in rallies, that will be really good. Whenever this commander's troop launches a combo/range combo attack, it has a 10% chance to launch an extra combo attack. Cooldown 10 seconds. Okay. So, like, this looks like a very solid tree, but I guess I will take the skill damage. I don't know. Like, we need to test it. But for now, I would say for open field fighting, I guess I will take the skill damage. I guess. But as I said, since we have not tried it, we cannot know for sure. But it looks like, it doesn't look bad. Imported for talent 1, several players attacking the same target stack. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. That's true. If, like, you are attacking with multiple Arthurs, it stacks, like, super fast. It can stack this effect against the same target. Okay. Forgot about Concealed Dagger. Yeah, those, if you guys don't know, like, those extra stuff, extra combo attacks, basically like normal damage, your extra basic attacks, it's just going to, every single time you launch an extra attack, it triggers, it has a chance, it increases the chances of accessories or skills or talents to trigger, because it's just extra basic attack. So for example, let me close this. If I use Arthur, right? Not this one. Yeah. If you use a Concealed Dagger on your Arthur March, for example, every time it launches an extra combo attack, because it has a lot of talents and different skills that can trigger extra combo attacks, it increases the chances of Concealed Dagger proccing, because you're basically attacking more in the same amount of time. So it increases the chances of the proc. So in those type of commanders, these type of equipments and talents and skills are really good. The proccable skills is really, really good. One March John Arthur, it just makes sense. Would Horn overrate just like Liu Che? It probably would, because of the extra attacks. Because the combo attacks do give you rage as well. Finally, my wait paid off after patiently skipping many commander. 1,611 sculptures in your storage. Yo. Nice. Wouldn't John and Arthur would be too squishy? It would, yeah. for sure. Yeah. Horn will probably overage. That is true. But the overraging is, I think, we are just making things a little bit more complicated. Honestly, if I didn't craft a concealed dagger back in the day, regardless of my marches, I would just go for horn and ring. Simple as that. Nothing else. Screw overraging, screw everything. Just go horn and ring. Combo attack is superb for rage recovery. So only for commanders that has combo attack. Okay. John Arthur is not ideal if you're running multiple calves. Yeah, it's not ideal. John primary overrages 2 with 150 rage rejuvenate. Also, yeah, if you go 3 talents on the rejuvenate. This one. That's what he means. If you upgrade this to 3 out of 3, which becomes 150 rage, it makes you overrage, basically. What do you think about the best 3 cavalry march pairings on the field? Okay, so let's talk about best 3 cavalry marches. Now, we have Huo, Nevsky, Joan, that's for sure. We have Belly, that's for sure. And Huo, Nevsky, Joan, Belly, King Arthur, that's 5 commanders. And for the 6th one, I guess you can either use William or XY. I would say go with William. If you do have a good delta formation, you can also try Arthur with Attila. That's a possibility. Arthur primary, Attila secondary, of course. But if you don't have Attila and if you don't have a good... what's his name? Yeah, good delta formation armaments, then you're just going to go for skill damage. So in this case... I will probably go with... that is a little bit tricky. So, William has to be the secondary. Arthur has to be the secondary. Right? Bailey also has to be the secondary. So, these are going to be our secondaries because they must be the secondaries, right? So, what would I do is I will probably just... Maybe it's not going to sound ideal, but I will probably split all my AoE damages. Okay? Synergy wise, it's not going to look good. Okay? But like 2 options, right? The one that makes most sense is going to be, you're going to go Huo with Belisarius, you're going to go Nevsky William, and you're going to go, what's his name? John with Arthur, right? This is like the one that makes most sense, I guess. Because Huo Belly is also just so good, even though they are like both single target, but it's just such a great march just for that massive debuff purposes. And the one that where you split all your AoE damage would be Nevsky with William, Huo with Arthur, and John with Belly Prime. Yeah. XY re-enter are okay? I don't think so. Now, I would rather use William instead of XY. Yeah, so if you want to split all your 3 AoEs, you go with this configuration. You go Nevsky, behind him is going to have William. You go Huo with King Arthur, and you go John primary and Belisarius secondary. Or the one that makes... Like, I know it's going to... This one is, for some reason, like, this is sounding a little bit weird. Like, it doesn't make most sense. Because you're using John with Belly. And it's an unknown march. However, I think it's going to be really good. That is how I would split my marches. I mean, my AoE damages. Because if you don't know why AoE... I might actually make a video about this. But if you guys don't know why AoE is important, it's because of this. I didn't... Wait, what? Oh my god. I didn't even look at it. So let's go to level 79, for example. Right? And let's use Huo with YSG. Okay. Hard battle, I know. So let's attack around the march. So tricky to have 3 cavalry marches, but I think it's a really good time to have 3 cavalry marches if you want to. So here's what happens. When you are fighting on the field, this is why AoE is important. Of course, it deals, like AoE always deals more damage. It is really good compared to single target, just damage-wise. However, the thing about AoE is, when you're attacking a target, you are also dealing damage to other targets. So in open field, if both commanders deal single target damage and you have no AoE, then this commander dies. If you kill this commander, your rage bar instantly gets zeroed. You have to start gaining rage from the scratch. Okay? It doesn't matter if you have almost max rage, it gets zeroed. However, when you deal AoE damage to other marches, even if the march that you are targeting dies, since you are technically in combat with other marches as well, your rage bar just keeps continue from where it left. It doesn't care if your primary target died or not. And that's why it is important to have at least one AoE commander in your march. That's the thing. That is why AoE is so good or so important in field fighting. And that's why you want to have it. Attila is the best pair. So you say Arthur primary, Attila secondary, right? Because otherwise Arthur will be just skill damage. So I'm going to use Attila as a secondary, but when you use him as a secondary, like, you don't benefit from this that much. You want this 30% normal damage bonus first, and then you want King Arthur's active skill. I don't know. Like, it's good. Like, it is, I guess, the only pairing that I would try as Arthur primary. But I guess the best one is going to be Arthur primary, Liu Che secondary in the KVK, where you can switch the troop type of a commander. You switch Liu Che to Cavalry, you put Arthur behind him, you have Liu Che. Mamma mia. That march is going to, like, wreck everyone. Yeah, normal damage trade is the best. That is true, but I wish we could have used Attila primary, Arthur secondary, and still get that combo attack bonuses instead of the skill damage. But having that skill damage, shenanigans, it makes the commander super versatile. Liu Che makes everyone look so good. That is true. 100%. My Kmars are XY William, Nevsky Joan, Huo Belisarius. Who to swap, who to bench? XY. Easy. Yeah. If you want to make your marches even better, maybe you can include Philip to the equation, right? Let's take a look at the leadership. There we go. Like, this guy is also so versatile, so good. But the problem with this one is, for example, you can use Philip primary, Arthur secondary, okay? However, then you will need leadership gear, which is which is highly unlikely that you'll have it unless you're a high spender. When you use one of the problems with Philip, when you use him as a primary, you need a leadership gear. Simple as that. And that's a problem. If you use Philip as a secondary with Arthur, right? And Arthur uses his combo attacks, it gives damage bonus, but he is the secondary, so it doesn't really matter. It gives cav attack and Mars speed, doesn't really matter. 30% more damage is really good. And this is also really good. 10% chance to deal increase, because since Arthur does have, chances to deal extra combo attacks, the chances of you triggering this is super high. And maybe the damage is not that substantial, but reducing rage by 100 and cooldown only 3 seconds is really good. And this one. Yeah, he can make Arthur use his active skill for a second time, which is going to be really good. So yeah, you can definitely go with Philip, what's his name? Arthur and Philip as well. Yo, thank you so much for $2, man. Sin. Minamoto, tired of him being on the bench, usable. I mean, usable, but I wouldn't use him. Like, yes, if you are desperate, then he's usable. But unless you are desperate, I would say don't use him. Bailey Phillip, but then Bailey needs to be the primary and his 3 is just so bad. Very usable for Bard forts. True, like very usable for Bard forts. But that's it. We should wait for the other Cav. Oh, the other one with the MGE and such. I see. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think we should be investing on it. Like, for example, a bunch of people did invest on Gorgo, but then next cycle, William Wallace, perfect. No need for Gorgo for open field anymore. And unless you are a rally garrison leader, I don't think you should be looking at those MGE commanders. Spartan, should I make my CPO 5511 or just expertise him? And what about Liu Che? I think CPO 5551 is so good. Yeah, CPO 5551 is good enough. Ashur? Yeah, could be. But if that's the case, will you be able to get him from the MGE? Like, are you that guy in your kingdom? That's the question. What rank do you need to get for to get the 10 sculptures? Between 11 and 15. Okay. I see. If you can get it, go ahead and get it. Swap commander free or not? No, it's not going to be free. No. There will be a cost. Don't expect commander swap to be free. No way. I think they said that there are going to be tickets, right? I will make a video about it as well. Like what we should expect from those tickets. Because I think there are a lot of things that they can do to change the price of the commander swap if it's like a ticket system. Because, for example, you could be like, you might be able to change a gold key commander, right? But let's say swapping Charles Martel, he is a gold key commander, instead of Harold, who is not a gold key commander, could be more expensive just because he's a gold key commander, as I said. Or, for example, if I do this, let's go to archers. Let's say I want to give away my Boudica, she's expertised, and Zhuge Liang is only at 1. Nothing else, right? This could cost way more tickets compared to if I give, let's say, my Herald to Liu Che, who is 5531. So maybe based on the skill configuration of the commander that you want to swap for, the ticket prices or the number of tickets that you need will change. No, commander swap don't use 50k gems. No. It doesn't. I never heard such thing. It doesn't use it. Like 50k gems, no. It's a Verba said 50k, but it's too costly, and Lilith knows that by now 50k will be too much. Yeah, it's not going to be 50k. As I said, it's going to be like, I think they said it already, it's going to be like a ticket system, and with all these little details, those tickets could cost, like the cost of the tickets could vary, or how do I pronounce it? Vary. Yeah, I guess it's vary. It varies. Varies. Oh my god, English is too hard sometimes. But you got me. I hope we'll use gold to swap. Gold? Ah, no. There is no way. Is there anything that I can craft? Because I like to craft live on stream. I guess no. Yeah, we don't have... Unfortunately, we don't have anything to craft because we don't have the materials. Do we have any materials? Let me see. What the hell is this, bro? Nope. Yeah, this is the only thing that I can forge. Oh my god. With animal bones. Imagine if you have to buy tickets with real money. So I think here's what's going to happen. I don't have any information, but I think that's what's going to happen. You will be able to get bunch of tickets in-game with, regular in-game actions, right? But let's say it will only be enough to swap 2 commanders. I don't know, or 1. But then, Like there is going to be a certain bundle, like Commander's Rising bundle. I don't know. You name the bundle. And you buy the bundle, you get tickets, and maybe it will give you like one more swap chance. Like you will have enough tickets when you max purchase the bundle or something else. You will get enough tickets to swap one more commander. Because I think there's going to be something related to spending. There has to be, right? It only makes sense from a business standpoint. But you will be able to swap, let's say, these numbers are just, I'm just making them up. Let's say just by the in-game actions, you will be able to get enough tickets to swap for 2 commanders. And if you buy the bundle, then you'll be able to get one more swap. Because you will get tickets from the bundle. That's what could happen. I'm going to swap ZL Herman for Ragnar Huo. It's so targeted. No, don't get rid of your ZL Herman, bro. So, listen. If you're unhappy with the performance of your ZL Herman, use Herman as the primary. Try that one. Yeah, use Herman as the primary. Because the thing is, if you use Herman as the primary, number one, people usually don't expect ZL to be behind Herman. They expect like a, I don't know, like a Tommy or YSG. So it doesn't become like super high priority targets since they think it doesn't have ZL behind it. And the other thing is that you are using support tree, and support tree is way tankier than the skill tree. For example, loose formation. You get less skill damage and you have more march speed in this tree, no? So use Herman as the primary, use a support tree, and if you are super unhappy with your ZL Herman march, if you use Herman ZL instead, I don't want to guarantee, but with a very high chance, it's going to perform better. Yo, Jonathan, what's up, man? Tickets may depend on commander skill level, so to swap expertise, you may need to pay, but swapping from lower level may be cheaper. Could be. People in that mode go for Archer Sign, so getting targeted... No, it does actually. So, because there are a lot of people plays with like the way that I do, right? So I don't do this. I'm in that mode, I select my troop. I don't do this. I don't just right click, right? It's just, I don't know, I'm so used to it. I drag and drop, and when you drag, you can see the icon of the commander. You can see which commander that is, right? For example, archers, right? Are you going to attack Shijar? I mean, I wouldn't. Probably I would. But it wouldn't be as priority as Zhu Geliang. So there are so many players, instead of just right-clicking the troops, they are dragging and dropping to be able to see the icon of the commander. And they attack based on that. Yeah, you play like that too? True. Yeah. Alright, people. Thank you so much for joining. And Sin, thank you so much for $2 as well. Plus 100 people. That was an amazing stream. And I think whenever we have a new commander release, we're going to do a live stream because that is much better. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this live stream short. If you guys missed any part of it, I'm going to cut it as much as I can to make a concise video about King Arthur. And I'm going to release it probably today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for joining to the live stream. Let's see if there is anyone that we can raid before we end it. Customization, redirect. Let's see anyone live streaming right now. Rise of Kingdoms. And... oh, okay. There is no one, huh? All right, then. Yeah. I guess we're just going to end it. Take care, people. Love you. Bye-bye.